1075 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests.
In that role, what do you have behind him now that Jaden Gibson is hurt?
I think it helps. I think 6'2" is lengthy and his height. You don't want a bunch of 5'7", 5'8" guys out there, but I think 6'2" is plenty big enough. Do you like those big targets that have that size? Yeah, there's no question about it. But you look at overall just, wingspan, length, how fast they run, and we got a lot of guys that can give us the same things that Jaden Gibson was going to be able to give to us.
I don't disagree with that. There is, look, 6'5" and 6'2" are very different, but he was the only one other than Nick. So, again, Nick becomes something that's already unique, I think, right now, maybe even more so in a different sense for Carolina's football roster right now. But, I still think those kind of guys are important. And I mentioned Brian Edwards, who, wasn't maybe as tall as I'm trying to think. I think Sidney was about 6'4", Alshon as well. Brian was about 6'3". So I get where Shane's coming from, that, a 6'2" guy that can go up and get, but going up to get it. That's
the thing about
that's
it.
part of it.
Height is part of this. But it's like body positioning, being able to catch the ball, high pointing in the air, being able to win that fight with a DB. Height is great, but there's so many other things that go with it because some guys just aren't natural in that space because it's like basketball. You're going for a rebound, right?
Yeah.
And there's bodies and you're bumping and you're trying to, basically out-muscle someone for the ball at a high point. So it's a lot more than just height. Some tall guys can't do it. And some, like you said, like some 6'2" guys are really good at it. So,
well, here's the 6'2" guys, okay? Donovan Murth. Jordan Gidron, Malik Clark, DJ Black, and is there another? No, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
So you have a few other guys who are 6'2".
So all those guys. Everybody else, Nitro's 6'1", but everybody else is 6 feet or shorter. And then now you got your tight ends, but those aren't your jump ball guys.
Now, typically, they're very rarely do you get a tight end who's
you got tall. You got some big tight ends.
Jimmy Graham was a jump ball guy because he played basketball in college.
Right.
But it's very rare you get a jump ball guy out of a tight end.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm looking just from a weight perspective and the ability to maybe be a little faster. Like Caden Ramsey is 6'5", 220, but again, he's listed as a tight end. I don't know. And I'm just throwing that out there. Right. I'm not trying to throw anything on Caden or say, well, there you go, because he's
a tall guy.
He's not as big. Yeah, he's just tall, but because most of your tight ends are 250 plus.
Oh, yeah. So it is an interesting dynamic. And look, some offenses don't do a lot of jump ball stuff anyway.
Right.
So how much of that was even going to be a thing?
That's a great point. That's a great point. On that note, we discussed this with Chris Clark yesterday, and today Shane was asked about Sequel Patterson and where he is, maybe in that that lineage, if you will, with where Jaden Stellers was going to be and what Mazio Bennett's trying to do. Here's Shane on Sequel, who again. True freshman who could still technically be in high school, and the progress he's making.
Yeah, he's got from what I've seen, he's an electric, explosive guy. He's a guy that when the ball is in his hands, he has an ability to, really make you miss, and is extremely explosive. Knew that in high school, knew that watching him play basketball, and then you see that on the football field. So the skill set is absolutely there. The explosiveness is absolutely there. Now for him, it's just learning what to do. And he wasn't here during spring practice, so it's really his first time with all this stuff. But he's spending a lot of extra time meeting with Mike Furry and learning. But I'm excited about his future here, his ability, and he's a guy that can just continues to get better and has an opportunity to help us this year if he'll continue on the track that he's on.
I think Chris told us yesterday, Terry, that you might not have heard a lot about Sequel from the scrimmage. It wouldn't read too much into that, Chris said, if only because, really first weekend for him in pads in college, and hard to say, oh well, forget it. He doesn't have it. I mean, so let some of those things kind of play through, have another scrimmage, and see what more is out there. But
here's the thing. All right, let's just take a second. All right, Malik Clark, Lex Cyrus, Jaden Gibson, gone now. Obviously, Jordan Gidron, Donovan Murph, all highly touted in one way, shape, or form coming out of high school. All of them. Donovan Murph should have been in high school last year.
Right.
We forget that, right?
Right.
You got those guys. You bring in two guys out of the portal who, in Nitro Tuggle and DJ Black, if they can consistently catch it when you throw it to them, those guys can make plays for you. You've got Nick Harbor with this freakish athletic ability who seems to be getting better every year.
Yeah.
But bottom line is, somebody's got to pop here. You got Mazio Bennett, who was a freshman, made some plays on a team and almost made the playoffs. It's time for some dudes to be dudes. It's time to develop. It's time to step up. Now, maybe, again, you got an offensive coordinator who, last time I checked, runs explosive offense. Right. And maybe this can unlock a couple of these guys who have all this potential. But it's time for people to start stepping this thing up. It really is. That room is loaded with physical ability and talent. It's time for some guys to, let's go. Come on now.
I think Shane, and I think he was on with our buddy Jamie Bradford yesterday, and in so many words, and this is me talking now and kind of just paraphrasing some of the things that you hear from Shane, is like you just said, he basically, look, there's not a lot of separation here. And it's almost for the players, because we know that coaches often will send messages through these type of interviews and press conferences to their team. Like you said, I need them to come take it.
Mm-hmm. It's
like there isn't. So somebody go create the separation that I'm looking for.
Let's be fair. It's Nick Harbor and everybody
and
else.
Others. Yeah.
Now the others have to get this thing going. And you got two spots for the taking here.
Because you felt like it was, although you felt like it was Jaden, but even as Chris said, of late here for the competition level, Mazio was coming on. Mm-hmm. So you maybe think now it's Nick, out wide. Mm-hmm. It's Mazio in the slot. Now, now bring me some depth. Is it going
to be one of the two transfer portal dudes? Is it going to be Black or Tuggle? Is it going to be one of these prize freshmen from a couple years ago? It's just time.
I just want it to be Nitro Tuggle because I just want to say Nitro Tuggle.
That name is so cool, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just it's a movie name.
The minute you're named Nitro, you can't be slow.
No, you can't.
I mean, the minute you are birthed and your name is Nitro, you will be fast.
Sure. So that's good.